In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi, everyone. I did not mean to show my face. Hello, my people. How are you doing? I am so late because I was doing readings, and my readings are very important to me. They do come first. But I do want to apologize for the lateness. I didn't even think to change the time. So if anybody was waiting and got fed up with me, I do not blame you. I'm not going to blame you. I'm so sorry. And I hope you come back and revisit the feed. But for right now, I do want to tell everyone where you can get a reading with me. And you can get psychic readings with me by texting me at 213-458-7408. Just want to welcome anybody that's coming on now. Incognito, Carlito, Sanji. Hi, Noel. Okay, so I also want to tell you guys right now, go to astrochart.com. I believe it's .com. Now I'm forgetting .com. And look up your chart. If you don't know your birth date, that's okay. Just put 12 p.m. Okay? Hi, Goldie. Hi, Goldie. Just put 12 p.m. I tried again. No help. It is not. You know what, Noelle? I'm technically out of the country. So that could be the reason why. But I did get, let me see. I did, I didn't get a chance to look at it. They have an app. So let me see if it downloaded because they do have an app. And I was like, there's nothing else I can do. I must download the app. Here you go. Wait, what? Wait, what's the name of it? CoStar. Huh. All right. What's your birth? Let me do it right now because I downloaded the app because nothing else was working for me. I was like, it must be because I'm out of the country. All right. I happen to know what time I was born. While I'm doing this, you all go into astrochart.com and please pull up your chart and find out where what house is Cancer. I'm going to show you one more thing. 38. Come on, do right by me. Continue. Let me pull up my chart so you guys can have an idea of what I'm talking about. I tried so hard to be prepared, but it's just not in the stars ever for me. Let me see. Here. Oh, Astro. Oh, there you go, Tracy Brown chart. Let's pull it up. Let me take a picture of my chart so that you guys can have an idea of what that looks like. Alrighty now. Let's go down, birth chart. Let's send it over. AirDrop, laptop. Good. Let me pull it up for you guys. You guys can have an idea of what I mean when I say, look at your chart. So this is my chart. And what a beautiful chart it is. And on Astro dash chart, we are going to look at the ASC on astrochart.com. We're going to look at the ASC. The ASC is where your first house is. So we're going to look for Cancer. For me, Cancer is way up here, but we're going to count 1 for Libra. 1, Libra. 2. Let me see. 1, Libra. 2, Scorpio. 3, Sag. 4, Cap. 5, Aquarius. 6, Pisces. 7, Aries. 8, Taurus. 9, Gemini. 10, Cancer. So from ASC, find out where Cancer is and begin with the ASC as 1. I feel like I'm yelling at you guys. I feel like you took the test and you all failed it. You just failed it. No, I don't know why I'm yelling. So let me not yell because that's not what this day is about. All right. Are we good? Let me know that you all are feeling it. Hey, Colton. Oh, no. I'm pulling it up. I believe you. And I'm going to, hold on. I just didn't get a chance to, what city? Please go through. New York. It's an app also. Libra, Scorpio, Libra. Okay, it's coming up. Exudes warmth and creativity, a little bit of vain, a lot. Really big personality. Tell no lies. Aww. Continue. Claim a username. Continue. Oh, Tracy Brown is taken? Well, I know this isn't taken. All right, I'm waiting for some damn code for my password. Why is that necessary? All right, I'm over it. I tried. For whatever reason, I'm so close, but so far. All right, so Carlito found the house of himself. So he's in the seventh house. No, Tom, no, 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 no. Take no credit. I'm doing this all through Google. Cancer is in my ninth house. Being heard, Cancer's in the seventh house. I love it. Oh. If you want to join me, child, come join me. I'm doing everything via Google. So if you want to join me, I will send you the link because you are amazing. Do you want to join me for a bit, Charm? You know me, I will share center stage. And I found out that's my Cancer in the 10th house. Oh my God, Cancer in the 10th house makes me work. No, 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 no. Let's be really clear. We are not going to talk about Venus. We're not going to talk about Jupiter. We're going to talk about your North Node, but only if it's in the 10th house. And we're going to talk about your Midhaven. Midhaven is MC, only if it's in the 10th house. All right. So let's be really clear as to what we are doing. Let me just text Charm real quick. By the way, everyone, I meant to do this. Darn it. I cannot take credit for anything that I'm doing, although I absolutely do love astrology, but I don't know what I'm doing. But it's very important to me with Jupiter in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer. The sun is in Cancer. The moon is in Cancer. We've got 4 planets in Cancer. Um, Hold on a second. Let me send the link. Google. Edit. Do I need to edit? Okay, hold on. Darn it. All right, see changes. Why don't they have the link here? Style media. That's another thing. All right. Hold on, Charm. Oh, let me put the comments up. Some cookies. All right, guys. Accept cookies. Give me 1 second. Thank you for your patience. I do try to make this be fluid, but Fluidity is just not in me. The one thing I'm going to do is fuck up, and I'm okay with it. And I'm not putting myself down, so everybody don't panic. Okay? If the truth hurts. And I don't want to change this about me. So put your houses in the feed, guys. Put your houses in the feed. Make sure you understand I'm only looking at where your Cancer is. No, Carlito, we're not going to discuss your midhaven unless it's in Cancer. It has to say Cancer. Oh, y'all gonna make me become a kindergarten teacher with a ruler in a minute. Y'all gonna make me break this ruler. That's why I never became a teacher. I was supposed to be a teacher. But as don't, I would have cracked the whip with these damn kids, and their damn mamas would have been all over me, and then I would have to crack the whip with the mamas and the papas, and the papas would have fell in love with me, I tell you that much. The papas would be like, I'll go and deal with the child. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Papa. God save me. I already know it. Oh my God. Oh, look at God. You know, when I tell you, if you're a little patient, God will love you. Not that he doesn't love you, but he doesn't always show it. But when I tell you, if you could be a little patient, God will have your back. My Cancer is in MC as well. Oh, you did say that earlier, Noel. Okay, Cancer is in my 4th house. Hi, Tracy in chat. I have Cancer Sun and Cancer in my 3rd and 4th house. Wellness, we are only looking at Cancer in the 10th house. Okay, Cancer in the 10th house. That's it. I'm going to crack that whip, y'all. I'm going to crack that whip. I don't know why I'm so nurturing, because I'm about to crack the whip. It's, oh, you're so nurturing. You're the most nurturing person. Da, 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 da. How? You should have asked my son how he was raised. Oh boy, you had it rough. But I did raise a good man, so. I mean, if I believe it myself. All right. Yes, sweetie. I'm trying to get there. It's a long story. I'm trying, Charm. There you go. Invite guests. Copy. Charm. A one-man show is no joke. And you will soon discover that. Oh, Charm. Okay. All right. So, do we understand what we are looking for? Only Cancer, the house that Cancer is in. That's all we're looking for. And the only other thing we're going to look at is if your North Node or your Midhaven MC is also in that house. All right. Hello, who will be the girl who feel free to get a reading, Alone Boy, 213-458-7408. It's on the screen, okay? All right, sweetie. Okay. Astrochart.com is where we're going to go to look at what you need. Okay. Oh, wait, I had one more thing to do. Hold on, Charm. Before we do this, oh, did I copy it? Oh, here you go. Oh, airdrop. All right, so I'm going to bring Charm on, who has a class that I took. And wait, where am I? Oh, and she's giving another class. So let's look at the specs of that class.
Your birthday was a very special day. At the exact time of your birth, a horoscope was cast in the sky. Learn about how the planets and their symbolism influence you and the world around you. Join me, Charm, in my Introduction to Astrology class starting Saturday, July 12th at 11 a.m. Eastern via online. You'll learn about the planets, the symbols, what they represent. What are the elements? The earth, fire, wind, water. What does it mean? How does it influence you? How does it influence those around you? How do the planets interact with one another? By the time you finish this class, you'll be able to look at your chart and understand some very basic and fundamental things about astrology. I am so excited to guide you in this process. Text me at 404-832-5179 to sign up for class. Payment plans are available. You can also visit my site at spiritualcharm.com. Thanks.
All right, everyone. Let me remove this for right now. And let me get there you go. And let me just show the image real quick for Charm's class, which is what? Do it again. Oh my goodness, so annoyed. I am trying to do what I need to do. Open. Okay, so the flyers now.
Your birthday was a very special day. At the exact time of your birth, a horoscope was cast in the sky. Learn about how the planets and their symbolism influence you and the world around you. Join me, Charm, in my Introduction to Astrology class starting Saturday, July 12th at 11 a.m. Eastern via online. You'll learn about the planets, the symbols, what they represent. What are the elements? The earth, fire, wind, water. What does it mean? How does it influence you? How does it influence those around you? How do the planets interact with one another? By the time you finish this class, you'll be able to look at your chart and understand some very basic and fundamental things about astrology. I am so excited to guide you in this process. Text me at 404-832-5179 to sign up for class. Payment plans are available. You can also visit my site at spiritualcharm.com. Thanks.
All righty now, and welcome, Charm.
Hello, Miss Tracy. Tracy, I love you so because you're the only person that would get me up out of my bed. When I tell you I was down to the bed. We both got tank tops on. I was in the bed, honey.
Always the tank tops at night. But I do want to tell you that on TikTok, I think a lot of Black content creators are doing work straight from their bed. I love it. I love it. You know, Black folks, we're going to be creative. So if it's from the bed.
And I had took my makeup off. This is makeup. I got the glasses on. I don't think you really see me in the glasses, Tracy. Yeah, child. Well, here we are. Thank you for having me.
You look gorgeous, and that explains why you're a medical doctor, because all medical doctors wear glasses that look like that.
Thank you, Tracy. So you're doing So is this Cancer thing corresponding with the new moon that we had this morning in Cancer?
Yes, but I was told through another content creator that I was studying so I can do my candle work, that it's more important this time. It's not normal, but this time, find out what house your Cancer is in.
Well, yeah, that's where because the new moon, wherever it hits, that's where you're going to have new beginnings, and it's gonna. And then we have what's called a Jupiter Cazimi, a Jupiter moon Cazimi. So that's where Jupiter is right on top of the moon, like they're like neck and neck, and so that expands it because we got Jupiter in Cancer. So Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. It loves to be in Cancer. It performs best there. We're going to have this Jupiter in Cancer for a whole year. So it's going to emphasize those Cancer themes like nurturing, the home, family. It'd be a lot of pregnancies. Also real estate, because real estate is the actual, the buying and selling of homes. So you're going to have a lot of emphasis in those arenas, and you got to look and see where that new moon falls into which house. And really, you got to look and see where you have 4 degrees Cancer. Because like for me, I have Cancer on the 9th house cusp, but because part of my 8th house cusp goes, it doesn't start to be Cancer until later degree. This new moon being 4 degrees is actually in my 8th house. So you would think it would be 9th house because that's where my cusp is, but you got to know how many degrees your cusp is. If we're getting too technical, the horoscope is a wheel.
We are getting too technical, but that is why they will take your class.
Yes. And so Tracy did very well in my class. We just did a follow-up where we just did kind of like a 1-day seminar of just doing like chart interpretations just to solidify. And Tracy, I was like really, when I was quizzing you guys, Tracy knew her glyphs, she knew her stuff. So yeah, she's on it. So
I did not play. I did not come to play. I came to learn. And I don't play when I come to learn. I'm doing it.
Ooh, that part. So you guys are going to learn that.
This time around, I just had to make it simple. I had everyone look at what house their Cancer is in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're the expert, but I made it simple for everyone.
It's got to be 4 degrees because we don't want to have people misinterpret. So that's why y'all need to come to the class. I can teach y'all.
Yes. I'm never going to get everyone to understand how to find the 4 degree. So there may be some misinterpretations, but that ain't my problem.
Tracy said, enter at your own risk. But the easiest thing, you guys, is that wherever you, whatever website you use, it'll tell you what degrees your houses are on. It'll say ascendant, so many degrees. That chart you put up, Tracy, put that image up again that you had in your chart.
This is astro chart. This isn't the best in terms of degrees, but hold on. I'll get it up again.
Let's see what's on there.
This is my chart. This is literally my chart.
Okay, so that one doesn't tell you the degree.
Exactly.
But for sure, because your midheaven is so early
in the house.
Degrees there, because you're Libra rising. So it's definitely in your 10th house.
Yes.
You guys can go on astro.com. It'll tell you the degrees, and it'll list it on it'll have a table in the bottom. So it'll have that picture like what Tracy has of when you do chart drawings. So it has free charts, and it'll have chart drawings. And when you do chart drawings, it'll actually say MC, and that MC will tell you, it'll tell you where your, what degree, or it'll say ascendant. Like on this thing here to the far left, it says ASC. That means ascendant, and it'll tell you the degree. It'll have a table that tells you the degrees. So if you guys pull it up on astro.com, which is my favorite, it'll list the degrees.
Hold on, Charm. I'm going to get everyone used to astro.com. which is
Mm-hmm.
different than what I said. Get used to playing with this.
Yeah,
If you're
Astro.
going to take Charms class, but this is the reason why I wanted to keep it simple
Mhm.
because I love being heard media. I got you, sweetie, but I can't do this. Okay, so it's 4 degrees, new moon, sixth house, my ascendant, center. I'm not doing that.
So
We're gonna
she's
you have
saying
to
it's
keep
going in
it
her
simple.
sixth house. So that means it's going to be an emphasis on your health. The sixth house is health, everyday work, and service. And that's where the emphasis, a new beginning, will be for you. And it looks like being her media knows, she knows some stuff here, but that's where it's going to
Oh,
fall.
she
So
does.
this will be a good time for you being her media to start a new health routine. Maybe if you've been wanting to get in the gym, it'll be good for that. Sixth house also represents your pets. So somebody, you could get a new pet. Those are all the things that sixth house represents. And also the
Okay.
job. So your everyday work.
Okay. So being heard, you lucked out. God bless you. You lucked out, girl. But I am still going to keep it. Look, she put a thumbs up. She's like, got it. I am going to keep it simple. And if something is awry, you can contact Charm. All right.
Birthday was a very special day. At the exact time of your birth,
You can contact Charm at 404-832-5179. She does readings and she does cartography, right?
astrocartography, you're talking about relocational astrology? Yeah.
Astrocartography. Yes.
Yes, relocational. Yes, so that's also that's a nice way to find out if you're looking at going somewhere for vacation. Would you have a good time there? Places that are beneficial to move to. So, but for that service, you have to know what time you're born. If you don't know what time you're born, we cannot do that one.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it casts a chart that corresponds to the world map, and it is based on what time you're born.
Okay. So I don't want you to feel a certain type of way because I'm just looking at the houses. Is that okay, Charm?
No. That's how you learn. That's how you learn. I think doing the houses and just like doing is great. So that's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to start with Cancer in the first house. All right. And Charm, I Googled all of this, but you go ahead and redirect me any way you want.
Okay, go ahead, Tracy. I'll chime in as I see.
Okay. With the qualities of Cancer, and do you mind muting your screen?
Oh, absolutely.
Turn it off, but talk through the first house in Cancer sign. Not muting. Yes. Don't mute. Unmute. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Unmute. Let me also take my banner off. Hold on a second, guys.
That's a
I'm
nice
so sorry.
graphic, Tracy.
What you say?
So that's a nice graphic. I like that.
Oh yeah, I canvassed, and everyone got a different crap. I'm Canva expert now. Okay, Cancer in the first house. With the qualities of Cancer in the first house, and I am getting this, by the way, from masteringthezodiac.com. With the qualities of Cancer in the first house, several strengths and challenges emerge. On the strength side, these individuals can be highly nurturing, caring, protective, displaying strong emotional resilience. They tend to be intuitive, often able to sense the emotional needs of others. This emotional intelligence can be a great asset in personal relationships, helping them to form deep, nurturing connections with others. Additionally, their reflective nature can help them learn from past experiences, using this as a foundation for understanding and managing their emotions. They may also have a strong protective instinct, helping them to safeguard their emotional well being and that of others. Their caring nature can make them a source of emotional support to others, creating a strong sense of community and belonging. On the challenging side, Cancer in the first house. Hold on a second. They may struggle with boundaries due to their nurturing and protective nature. Also, they may tend to hold on to the past, which can prevent them from moving forward and focusing on the future. What would you like to add to that, Charm?
I mean, if the new moon is hitting that first house, the first house is also your physical appearance. So that person, whoever has, if the first house cusp is Cancer, you got to also see if there's any planets there. But just in general, the first house is your appearance. So they may be, they may, just be more attractive to other people, or be more focused on their physical appearance, maybe dressing a little bit better, paying more attention to their hair, and that kind of thing, because the first house is the physical body, because it represents Aries.
Got it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hold on a second.
You're welcome.
All right. Now we're going to do Cancer in the second house. There you go. Cancer in the second house. Astrology is a mystical tool that intrigues humanity for centuries. Cancer's characteristics in the second house is emotional attachment to possessions. Emotional depth plays a significant role in how individuals with Cancer in the second house perceive their material world. A strong emotional attachment to personal possessions, a marked tendency towards nostalgia, often reflected in holding on to items with sentimental value, an inclination to view finances through an emotional lens, prioritizing security and comfort, nurturing financial habits, spending decisions that prioritize family needs, home comfort, a natural inclination to save money for future security, including your retirement, including for unforeseen emergencies. The likelihood of seeking careers that align with personal values of nurturing and caring. The downside is experiencing anxiety when faced with financial instability or changes, hesitation towards taking financial risks, even when it's lucrative, reluctance to part with your possessions sometimes leads to clutter or hoarding. What would you like to add to this, Charm? Anything?
Just that if there's the new moon there's going to be a focus on the finances of money, because that's your money house. So they may, be energized to earn more money.
Oh, I love that. So you keep saying if your new moon is there, what does that mean? What do you mean?
So the new moon, so the new moon is a new beginning. And the new moon was at 4 degrees Cancer at 6:30 this morning. And so the new moon it's going to be the focus for the month, but it energizes that area wherever the new moon takes place. When you have a full moon, the full moon is an ending. And so that will usually, you'll see a completion of something by a full moon. So, but with the new moon, whatever house it's in, that's where it's going to emphasize the qualities or the themes of that house. And since the theme of the second house is money, personal possessions, it's also luxury goods, because that's the house of Taurus. So it's going to emphasize that. And so with the new moon, it's a new emphasis or new beginning with money. So that person could possibly start a savings account, or focus on earning more money, or they may be going to the spa or doing things that's more like self-pampering.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, on to the third house. Third house in Cancer. And guys, let me know where your houses are and what house your Cancer is in. In the third house, one of the strengths associated with this placement is the ability to communicate with empathy and compassion. Cancer's protective in the third house and caring qualities can make individuals excellent listeners and communicators capable of establishing deep emotional connections with others. They're very reflective in nature, makes them insightful learners, able to extract meaningful lessons from past experiences and apply them in practical ways, a valuable trait in the third house realm of learning and communication. However, these individuals may face challenges as well. Cancer's emotional sensitivity might make them overly protective in their relationships, leading to excessive dependency or smothering. Moreover, their focus on past experiences could cause them to dwell on the past longer, hindering their ability to adapt and move forward, which is a key aspect in the third house. The balance between Cancer's inward focus and the third house's external emphasis may also present challenges, while Cancer's introspective nature can provide deep insights. What can you add, Charm?
I would add that third house is always to do with communication, and also your siblings and neighbors. And so, with the new moon in Cancer, it would be an emphasis on, I would say, more on communication, reading, writing, uh, social media to an extent, but anything to do with communicating with other people.
Thanks, Charm.
You're welcome, Tracy.
How dare you make this fun? All right. Cancer in the fourth house. The strength of this placement resides in the strong emotional bonds and deep rooted connection it nurtures in the fourth house. The caring and protective nature of Cancer forces a deep understanding and appreciation of one's roots and personal foundations. This emotional depth can result in strong familial ties, deeply connected to relationships and a profound understanding of one's past. Additionally, the caring and protective qualities of Cancer can enhance physical health through a deeper connection with the body. The placement encourages listening to the body, understanding its need, and taking steps toward improving health and wellness. What can you add? And I thought, by the way, Charm, that the physicality would be the fourth house, but I understand why it's the first house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely more first house. Fourth house is actually your home. And so the new moon would probably focus, it's the home and the family and the mother. And so the new moon in Cancer would focus the person more on paying attention to their family, if there's any family things going on, maybe being around the house more, maybe home improvement, doing things around spring cleaning or summer cleaning, or just doing more things that are around the house, maybe socializing more with the family. You know, this is 4th of July comes up, the barbecues and stuff. So spending more time with the family.
Got it. Cancer in the fifth house. Give me a second. The nurturing protective qualities of Cancer in the fifth house brings creative, joyous realm, results in a unique expression of passion and care. The individual's life areas, whether children, romance, creative projects, hobbies, all receive a deep emotional connection. While this placement offers strengths such as emotional depth and nurturing, it also presents challenges like overprotection, emotional overinvestment. However, with balance and self awareness, this placement can foster a deeply fulfilling life characterized by caring relationship and passionate pursuits. What do you have for me in the fifth house?
Well, first of all, I like that graphic for the fifth house Cancer. It's changed. I like that. Fifth house
Thank
is
you.
fifth house is
It-
romance, It's also, and then if you got Jupiter and the moon together in the fifth house, that'd be a nice time to go gambling. If you ladies, if you're concerned about a pregnancy scare, you better keep it, keep that birth control on lock with the new moon and Jupiter hitting that fifth house like that, because that is the house of children, romance, it could be pregnancy. I actually did a reading for a client and she wanted to know like future forecasting. So we did a birthday reading, and sure enough, she had the moon in the fifth house. And I said, oh, well, there's an emphasis on children. Do you have any children? And she said she had children, but she just found out the day before that she was pregnant. So yeah.
So she had stayed pregnant her whole life then. She's one of those that can have like 9 children.
No, it was this was for the year. So a birthday reading only lasts for the year. And so her birthday was coming up that very next week. And so that means that, whatever I was reading will be her focus for the year, which was perfectly appropriate that she had the moon, the sign of the mother, in the fifth house, which is children, and she was pregnant. So yeah, right. But because we got Jupiter right next to Cancer, like I said, ladies, watch out with your birth control. I'm gonna put an S on it and be real hood. Watch out with your birth controls. Take your birth control pills. Or if you're hoping for a baby, and if it falls there, this is a time to, get your fertility calendars and get it all synced up, because it will help you, in that aspect.
Yes. This time it's amazing because it is about abundance, fertility, prosperity. But those that want to have a baby, this is the year to do it. Am I wrong?
You are not wrong. Tracy Brown, rosemary oil, so pure.
This is the time for me to get my oils popping.
Okay.
I don't have babies, but I got me some rosemary oils.
Your rosemary oils, those are your babies. You're putting all of your energy into creating those rosemary oils and all the things that you're birthing. Yeah.
Yes, I really am. Okay, we're going to move on to the 6th house. Okay. The placement of Cancer in the 6th house introduces a unique blend of emotional sensitivity and practicality to the areas of life associated with this house. The nurturing and protective qualities of Cancer are expressed in daily tasks, health matters, workplace issues, leading to a caring and sensitive approach to improvement and refinement. However, the challenge lies in balancing the emotional nature of Cancer with the practical aspects of the 6th house, and in using reflection as a tool for improvement rather than a hindrance to progress. What do you have for the 6th house in Cancer?
Well, that's the one I already talked about when the person posted that information.
Repeat it again. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so it was just, so that it's just in general, anybody who has Cancer that's on the 6th house, if it's at 4 degrees, excuse me, or if it's within that realm, then it's going to be an emphasis on, like you said in your interpretation from the website, health, workplace, more nurturing on the workplace, but also as 6th house is very much health, very much like a workout routine. If you were looking at starting a workout routine and you just hadn't had the energy to do it, that new moon will help you kind of energize for that. Also, the 6th house is the house of pets, so you could get a new pet. If you're looking to get a new pet, that would be a good time to start, to look, over these next 2 weeks. It'll help you with that. And then anything to do with your health, workout routine, healthcare routine, starting something new with that. And then anything to do with helping other people, service to other people, even volunteer work.
I love that. I volunteered all my life, but it has nothing to do with where my house is at, but I love that.
Makes sense.
Cancer in the 7th house. In the 7th house, Cancer's nurturing and protective emotional qualities find an ideal platform for expression. The balance and harmony associated with this house provide a backdrop for deep, caring relationships, fair business interactions, and a compassionate approach to legal matters. While the placement presents challenges in the form of emotional sensitivity and a tendency to dwell on the past, it also offers many strengths. With understanding and balance, this placement can lead to deep emotional connections with successful partners and a strong sense of justice and morality. What you got, Charm?
Seventh house, the thing about justice and morality, seventh house is a house of partnerships, and it is a legal house of legal issues because it's naturally ruled by Libra, and Libra is the scales of justice. And
Got it.
so, yeah, and it also can represent open enemies. So I would say with the new moon in Cancer in the seventh house, if it falls in your seventh house, it will be an emphasis on relationships. If you're looking to get into a romantic relationship,
Mhm.
that will add, that new moon kind of energizes that area to focus on that.
Yeah.
And it also depends on what planets that you have in the seventh house, because it's going to activate those planets if you have a planet there. Also, the seventh house is socializing. It's just
Yeah.
socializing in general. Parties, going to social events. So you may want to, just like the fifth house was, you get out there and date around, because it's like the dating and children. Seventh house also is going to social events.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Let's move on to the eighth house. The placement of Cancer in the eighth house presents a unique blend of emotional depth, nurturing care, and transformative potential. This combination encourages introspection and emotional liberation, balanced with practical concerns of shared resources and debts. While there are challenges to be navigated, such as potential emotional overwhelm or resistance to change, the strength of this placement offer a profound capacity for personal growth and spirituality.
So the eighth house is also loans and other people's money, inheritances. So if somebody's wanted to apply for a loan, that would be a good time. If the new moon fell into your eighth house, it would help you with that. Also, if you're looking to go to start psychotherapy, eighth house is definitely that house of hidden things, subconscious desires, subconscious, like deep psychology. So it's a good time for that. It could put some emphasis on the sex life. So if you might feel a little bit more sexy because the eighth house is the house of sex. So,
Oh, sex and death. So
sex and death.
what does death have to do with the eighth house?
It is the
And,
house of death.
in cancer though.
I mean, with the moon hitting there could be some issue, somebody, it could be something to do with inheritance or somebody passing away.
Got it.
It could definitely, because I had somebody pass away and I looked at my chart for the year and I had, or I don't know if it was for the year or for the month. It was I did have some stuff in the eighth house. I have like a couple of planets in the eighth house. It was something where I looked and I said, oh my God. And I think my moon was in the eighth house. So that was like nuts, because I had somebody very important to me just die a month ago. And it was so interesting because usually when I have my yearly chart, I'll look at stuff and I'll pay attention to certain things, but that didn't even strike me. I wasn't even thinking about that. And then I go back and look at it. I said, oh my God. And so, I think I had I think I have Jupiter there, and Jupiter actually represents a teacher, and the person who died was she was a mentor to me. So yeah, that eighth house can literally mean a literal death. It could also mean, like I said, loans, other people's money, insurance, inheritance, all the
Yeah.
scorpionic things.
So I now have a question for you, Charm. Am I supposed to be looking at their birth chart or the chart for the year?
So when you're if you're looking at just this new moon, you just look at the birth
Yeah.
chart and then you just put transits on there. And if you put transits for today's date, it's going to show up. That's wherever the moon shows up is where it actually. So it has to be for today's date. When you put transit. So when you guys go to astro.com, when you click, so it'll have a thing that says stored data. So stored data allows you to put your name, and you can add like I think like 10 or 15 people, because I got at least 10 people in mind. So it'll save it for you if you create an account. And so what it does, you put the name, the birthday, and time, and the city. It'll have a drop down where you can type in the city, and then that saves the chart. So then when you go to free horoscopes, they have quite a few free things, free interpretations, and always on Thursdays they have their site will analyze your chart for free, like just on Thursdays. They've been doing that for years. So anyways, when you click on chart selection, it'll say chart drawing under the free charts. When you click on chart drawing and you click on natal, chart, then when you get to the chart, it has a little button where it says with transits. And that's where you see the wheel, like when Tracy put up her wheel. When you click on the thing that says with transits, it'll actually show you where the planets are right now on your chart. And you'll see a little moon, and wherever that little moon falls, that is where the new moon was in your chart for the month, for right now.
Got it. Okay. I feel like there should be a class on astro.com and then have
well, in my class, we all, I use astro.com.
Yeah,
we use astro.com in my class.
We did. But I had a little bit of difficulty. That was the one thing, navigating astro.com. It was a little bit confusing. But I'm going to listen to what you say when we get off the feed. And I'm going to look at the transit so I can get the current. There's there's other programs that will just show that easily. But I'm gonna listen to what you say, and I'm gonna go and look at where the moon, and that's why you keep saying how many degrees. I get it now. Okay, it's Charm. I'm still learning. Well,
hey, Tracy, you're a great student, and they say the great students are the great teachers. And I love that you're focusing on this kind of stuff, because we need to know this stuff. Like there's so many world events and things that are going on right now. Like everybody's talking about the fact that we got Uranus going into Gemini, and every time we have Uranus going to Gemini is a daggone war. It was Uranus and Gemini for World War II, and then it was
all of them, Charm.
A couple, yep. So and that's not coming up for another 2 years, but it's good if we don't pay attention to astrology, we can't be prepared. So at least we got 2 years to plan, at least, to know ahead of time, like, hey, this could be coming. So yeah, I love that you're focusing on this, and I appreciate what you've done in promoting my courses, because I do want people to be more empowered to be able to know what's going on.
Well, you need to know that I believe in astrology, and there's a way that psychic and astrology can be merged. And it's really important that if you know your chart, you can change your future, everyone. You don't have to stay stagnant or stuck where you're at because your birth chart is set up a certain way. It's a learning curve. So know that this is what your personality is, and make a conscious decision to change so that you can operate a peaceful life. And that's why I'm constantly doing this. All right. This isn't my first.
No, and in the second part to your question, because you were asking about the birthday chart for the year. So that's called forecasting. Even pulling the transits for today, that's forecasting, that's predicting the future using astrology. And I do what's called, a service that I offer as part of the readings that I do, is called solar return chart. So the solar return chart is based on where you are on your birthday. So you could change the outcome of the year by traveling somewhere else on your birthday. So that, and I've done that a couple of times where I was like, oh, if I pulled a chart for, if I were in Chicago, what was it going to do? Oh, if I go to Puerto Rico, what is it going to do? And so you can kind of move some things around, by traveling and being somewhere on your birthday. Yep. But that birthday chart lasts for the year. And so it kind of gives you a theme as to what will go on that year. Based on where you are on your birthday. That's it.
Well, I might have to get a reading because on my birthday, I will be in Atlanta. So I might have to get a reading from you, Charm. Did I leave you? Oh,
We do a solar return. Yeah, I'm here. I be
what?
muting myself so you don't hear my phone going off. My cousin is on the family group chat going crazy.
There's always that one cousin, right?
Yeah, he just put some interesting news in the family group chat, so everybody's responding. So I was like, let me mute myself so everybody don't hear
Oh,
this
I
phone going
love
off.
it.
But
I
yeah,
love
Tracy,
it.
yeah, that would be cool, Tracy. I think, yeah, I
How
mean,
how
it was just an interesting, huh?
how much in advance should I get the reading? Should I get in July or should I wait till my birthday around day before, day after? Like, what's your suggestion?
I mean, if you know for sure where you're going to be, then you can, get it done whenever.
I'm
Um,
in
but
Atlanta, child. I'm visiting my grandchild in Atlanta.
Atlanta, but yeah, like
Atlanta.
the last person I gave a solar reading, we did it like the week before her birthday. I always with my astrologer mentor, he would do mine. I would always do mine like maybe a few days before. I think the last time I
Okay.
got a birthday reading, he did it on my birthday. Um,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, it's fun. I think it's cool. It's fun. But yeah, you can forecast that, and there's all kind of stuff you can look at with astrology. And I love the fact that you can change it. So that these planets are always moving and shifting and changing.
Yes. Yes. I got you. Okay. Let's move on to the ninth house because since you're here, I really want everyone to get what they need from you. You're so important part of this piece now. So thank you, Charm, and for getting me to understand. Like there was a little bit of mistake because I couldn't understand in the beginning. I'm like, oh, now I get it. It has something to do with the transit. So I get it, and I'm learning, guys. I'm learning like everyone else, as you are learning today. Unless you have advancements like the one woman here, she was so cute. Who is she? Hold on a second. I gotta find her now. Being Heard Media. She's like, well, listen, the eighth house, the ninth house, and this is
And that's a language. It's a language. And once you start to learn the
yeah,
symbols and read it, and like, that's what that's the very first class I do is I start talking about the symbols. And so for you guys that are signing up for the next, the next sessions, we're going to start off talking about these symbols and how to read these
yeah,
symbols. Because it's a key, it's a lock and key. And when you can read those symbols,
I
it's going to
got
unlock
it.
a lot of things. Yep.
I love that you said it's a lock and key because I didn't understand what glyphs were, but I understand now. And I love this kind of stuff. Okay. The 10th, Cancer in the 10th house. Hold on a second, guys.
Ninth house.
Oh, we were in the ninth. Dang on it. Ninth house? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
we haven't
guys.
talked about it. You put the graphic up. I love that graphic though. That's my favorite color.
Which one? It's a blend going on here.
It's like the purple. I love purple and turquoise together,
The
but yeah, it's like
purple
that
and the
purple.
turquoise. I'm working Canva, child. The placement of Cancer in the ninth house combines emotional depth, nurturing qualities, and the expansion and physiological realms of the ninth house. This unique combination could lead to a profound understanding of abstract concepts and a deep nurturing of interpersonal relationships. Understanding and balancing the strength and challenges of this placement can help individuals lead more fulfilling and emotional, balanced lives rooted in a deep understanding of themselves and then the world around them. What do you have for Cancer in the 10th house? In the
Ninth
ninth house, ninth house.
ninth
So
house
sorry.
is the house of foreign travel, spiritual, higher spirituality. It's also going to school, university, publishing. So that could be a new beginning with travel. You might take a trip, go somewhere fun. Spirituality, you might get more in. If you're a Bible person, you might find some depth in the study in the Bible, or maybe a new meditation method. So anything to do with the emphasis on those things, spirituality, foreign travel, and studying, like studying higher education.
Oh, I love that. All right. I love that. I love that so much. Okay, 10th house. Cancer in the 10th house. When the
Ooh,
nurturing.
I love that graphic. Oh my God. Oh my God. It looks like money. It looks like money.
It looks like gold.
Yes.
Gold. Give me gold. The crab is grabbing for the gold.
Give me the loot.
When the nurturing reflective qualities of Cancer meet the 10th house, focus on career, focus on public image, focus on legacy. It results in a unique blend of characteristics that shape an individual's life path. This placement encourages a career grounded in emotional connection, a compassionate public image, and a legacy that reflects a nurturing spirit. While this placement presents certain challenges, such as emotional burnout, resistant to change, and difficulty setting boundaries, it also offers many strengths, including emotional intelligence, a deep understanding of your personal life path, what you want to do, and a strong desire to serve and support others. Overall, this placement encourages individuals to apply their nurturing, protective nature in a constructive, future-oriented way. What you got, Charm?
What I have, 10th house is definitely the public, it's the career, work. So that having a new moon in the 10th house, hitting the 10th house will emphasize your public standing and your career at work. So you might, really look good at work, depending on what planets you have there, but people are going to be paying more attention to you.
But paying more attention to you at work or
or anywhere you go, because it's the public. That's a public facing.
Got it.
Because it's also the house of public recognition.
Got it. Tom, I meet up with a lot of metaphysical people, a lot. And the one thing I keep hearing is all eyes are on them. So now I'm wondering if they have a placement like this in their personal charts. So I'm going to start. Yeah, I get a lot of people that's like, no matter what I do, all eyes on me. And I'm like, I get it. But I always thought it was the light from spirituality. But now it might be more significant to a particular house placement in their chart.
Yeah, it just depends on what they have going on. I mean, this stuff is it's really amazing. I tell you that.
Yeah, got it. Oh, it is amazing. All right.
And just like I was saying about the 8th house, I just pulled my solar return, my birthday chart for the year. Because I couldn't remember if it was the birthday chart or if it was another. And sure enough, I had the moon in the 8th house. It wasn't Jupiter, it was the moon. And that person who died, she was a spiritual teacher. And she was like a mother to me. I actually called her mama. And the moon is the mother, and she died in this 8th house. So I'm telling you, this stuff can be so literal. It really can be, if you know how to read the signs and symbols.
Yes. I was going to say something too. I think you told me. Didn't you text me and tell me that she had passed?
Yeah, it was so sudden, and she died just so suddenly. And she's my hoodoo teacher, and
yes,
yep, she initiated me into the African traditional religions a year or so ago. We had our graduation, but her name was Lisa Jones, Memphis Conjure. So she taught a lot of students. There's a lot of people who owe so much gratitude to her, and we're just so grateful to have had the short time that we had with her. Yep.
She wasn't on that documentary, was she? There was a documentary on.
That was her. So she was featured. Yep, she's featured in the. Yeah, because you watched it. I forgot I told you to watch it.
Yeah. What? Oh my God.
Yep. And so she was featured in episode 6, I believe, of if you have the Stars Network. If y'all ever watched that show P Valley hasn't been on in a few years because they had the strikes and the corona, but they did do a documentary, a 6-part or 7-part documentary on the culture that creates the world of P Valley, which is this in the Delta. And so they went to Memphis and they that I think the name of the episode is Hoodoo Woman. And so they talked to a few hoodoo people and they actually showed a ritual on camera, but they interviewed her for that. And she turned them down like 2 or 3 times because she said she didn't want it to be bastardized or demonized or how, our religion is done.
But they didn't do it that way. I'm so proud of everyone.
They promised her and she agreed, and they featured her prominently. And her TikTok is if anybody's on TikTok, it's Memphis Conjure. She has a bunch of really good videos talking about hoodoo and spirituality. So yeah, rest in peace.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm just grateful that I had the time with her, and I'll just never forget our final conversation that we had. I talked to her after I had gotten back from Ireland, and we just had such a great conversation. And then we had just had class because I was in, we were in her group where we have classes like every, at least a couple times a month. So we had just had class, I think like a week or 2 before. So we had just seen her in class, but our last time I actually had just had one-on-one conversation with her was in March, and she just was so encouraging. It's just like, and she was a Cancer. She would actually, her birthday is on the July 3rd. I think she would have been 60. But talk about somebody just a nurturing, the whole archetype of the Cancer, the mother, the nurturing person. Totally Miss Lisa. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, bless her soul. And bless her legacy that she left behind. Bless you that you were able to have this experience with her. I love that. I love
Amen.
that you had that time with her. Oh, that's amazing. All right, Tom.
Incognito said they saw the episode. Shout out to Incognito 11.
Oh, no way. Tiffany says, I'm sorry, guys. I tend to ignore the feed when I get excited. So Tiffany says, my condolences. And Incognito said, I saw that episode/series. Oh my God. I love it. Tiffany says, right now, my Jupiter is in Cancer in the 9th house, as well as my moon in the 9th house. So we went
all
past
those
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the emphasis on all those 9th house things and the fact that Jupiter, now that's interesting because with Jupiter traveling with the moon hitting another Jupiter, that's just nothing but expansion. So go for it.
Well, especially with what we have right now, Mercury, Jupiter, Sun, Moon. Am I missing something? All in Cancer.
Yeah, and then Mercury is about to move into Leo. I can't wait till Mercury moves into Leo.
Why? That is a lot.
Because I think it'll be good for my comedy because Mercury and Leo, it makes you more fiery in your speech and more,
yeah.
That'll be fun. And then, my moon's in Leo, so that'll be fun. I'll have fun.
Well,
I dated a guy. Huh?
Your moon is in Leo, so you will handle Leo, but other folks don't know how to handle Leo. They're going to use that Leo energy, and there's going to be World War III. Let's just say that.
No, but I dated a guy with Mercury and Leo, and it was so fun because I never knew what was going to come out of his mouth. I loved it.
Girl, that Leo energy is too much. It's too much.
Too much.
It's too much. I'm a Leo. I know it's too much. So pair it up with Mercury. Oh my God.
All of that.
All that. And let me tell you something, not to get on me, but hello, Vane is my middle name. My Mars is in Leo, so I will fight a bitch. I will. Not like physically, because I don't physically fight, but I will cut a bitch.
But see, the thing with the fire signs, and we were talking about this on I can't remember what I was on Astro Twitter, is that the fire signs, they don't hold a grudge. They're gonna roar and yell, but it's gonna be very short. It's fire. It goes out. It's in and out. So it's like,
Absolutely.
hmm?
Listen, you are not going to give me a stroke. You are not gonna like. I'm not gonna. I have a Scorpio moon, so I do hold a grudge. So that's nothing. But it's
Right, and that's what we were talking about. The water signs tend to hold on to the emotional stuff more than the fire. The fire's going to yell at you real quick, cuss you out real quick, and then keep it moving.
Be done. Be done.
Done.
I gotta eat lunch. I cussed you out, and somebody bring me my sandwich. I'm
Right,
done.
it made you hungry. It energized you to eat.
Somebody made me energized. Somebody said to me recently, "Oh, you smile a lot," and I forgot what he said was the reason why I smile a lot, and I was like, "No, that's not why." Meaning, I could literally have an argument, cuss you out, like, and go dirty, go low, and be smiling the next day. And I think he's a little confused by that, but don't be confused. That is my Leo. This is what Leos do. I'm not sleeping on your shit. I'm getting up. I'm going to work. I got things to sell. So a crabby bitch can't sell nothing. I get over things quick. Mm-mm.
There you go.
My Scorpio moon now is a problem. Like it conflicts that
Yeah,
Leo.
see, the Scorpio will hold a grudge. They'll want revenge. It'll simmer. It's
It'll
simmering anger.
simmer.
It'll simmer
It'll
and
simmer.
seethe and
It'll
bubble.
simmer for years.
Yep, that is the problem with and I can see I've got about 3 or 4 Scorpio placements, and I have to watch it of not
Yes.
holding on to stuff. I gotta, and I've been really working on just letting people know right away, because I tend to want to just go inward instead of like, cussing them out right now.
Yeah. I do go inward though, Tom. I go in and I could stay there for weeks, and people are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. Sure."
There it is.
All right. 11th house. Let's talk about the 11th house here. Here's my 11th house.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, Tracy, you have outdone yourself.
Stop, Charm. Charm, stop.
No, go on.
Canva is my best friend. So if you need graphics done, I could play around with it. I love this.
You got me together because I look like I was descending from another planet when you zhuzhed up my picture for my website.
I know, because it's my creative side. Like, remember, Leo, oh my God. Girl, if I was younger, this probably would be my job.
Doing graphic design, you'd be good at it.
Because yes. If I were younger, but it doesn't matter. I'm grateful I'm not paying somebody for this, right? So if you want to learn Canva, I can teach you. It's very easy, Charm.
No, I know how to work Canva, but the way you work Canva, my goodness.
Girl. I pulled this together in 2 minutes, child. Oh my goodness. All 12 signs. And they didn't even give me enough crabs to work with, because I didn't want the Cancer symbol. I wanted a crab. They didn't give me enough. So then I had to like change the colors a little bit.
Yeah, they did. I was able to generate some stuff on Chat GPT too that I use for my.
So did I.
Uh-huh.
I used Chat GPT for my book. Did I tell you I have a book out?
Of course, I went to your site and I saw it. I got to get a copy.
Okay, please. I'm not forcing you, but everyone get a copy of my book. It's
all the herbs for love, honey.
Love. All the herbs, planets, oils, some spells are in there even. Everything that you need. And it's www.stan.store/Tracy Brown Live. All right. Oils, herbs, oils, and tings. That's how we talk around here. Tings.
Oils and tings,
Tings. That's how we talk around here. All right. Let me get back to the 11th house here. because I just have a little bit of work that I want everyone to invest in. When the nurturing, caring qualities of cancers are expressed in the 11th house of ideals, visions, and group dynamics, it results in individuals who are deeply connected to their communities and motivated to contribute meaningfully. While the protective and introspective nature of Cancer can pose some challenges, these can be surmounted by maintaining a balance between personal interests and the needs of the community. Ultimately, this placement fosters a profound sense of emotional connectivity and a strong drive to nurture and protect the world. What do you got, Charm?
What I got is 11th house is the community. It's helping your friends. So you may want to, with the new moon there, if the new moon hits your 11th house, you may be wanting to spend more time with your friends. You may want to spend more time with the community groups and organizations. If you're in a sorority or a fraternity, you may be wanting to do more things with them. Also, social media, it would be more activity on social media. If somebody is wanting to post more, do more with that. So that would be the 11th. Also, it's technology. So that would be a new beginning. So because whenever we see a new moon, that is a new beginning in that area. Yep, that's all I got for you.
This is beautiful. Thank you, Tom, for all your expertise and sharing this information. And guys, remember, Charm is giving classes. I will play the video once again, but give me a moment. Let's get through the 12th house. All right. So the last one is Cancer in the 12th house, right? And the placement of nurturing Cancer in the 12th house of spirituality and the deep psyche gives rise to an individual who's emotionally in tune, deeply intuitive, spiritually connected. While they possess strengths such as compassion, emotional understanding, and adaptability, they also face challenges like being emotionally overwhelmed and becoming too engrossed in the past. Nonetheless, with self awareness and balance, they can navigate these challenges and leverage their strengths to lead a fulfilling life. What do you have for the 12th house, Charm?
12th house is it could be isolation, it could be spiritually retreating to oneself. So the new moon there would probably put you at being at home or being away from people, kind of wanting to be to yourself, meditating, just kind of being not out there, now not being out and about. And it could be it could be travel for a spiritual reason.
Yes. All right. I just want to leave the group with some things that are meaningful. We are in a world of expansion, abundance, prosperity. That's Jupiter in Cancer. It's the moon in Cancer, sun in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer. This actually should be a good year, from a universal stance. I believe the cardinal signs will benefit very, very easily, and those that have the cardinal signs in their rising, their sun or their rising, should also benefit. But it's also a universal time for prosperity. So I'm going to offer up footprints because everyone's going through something. All right, so let me read it. I dreamt I was walking along the beach with the Lord, and across the skies flashed scenes from my life. Each scene I noticed 2 sets of footprints in the sand. One belonged to me, the other to the Lord. When the last scene of my life, hold on a second. Let's get rid of this. I'm so sorry, sweetie. When the last scene of my life flashed before us, I looked back at the footprints in the sand, and I noticed that many times along the path of my life, there was only one set of footprints. I also noticed that it happened the very lowest and saddest times in my life, this really bothered me. And I questioned the Lord. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, which, by the way, it doesn't matter if you decide to follow the Lord will always be there for you. You would walk with me all the way. But I've noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there was only one set of footprints. And I don't understand why, in times when I needed you the most, you should leave me. And the Lord replied, my precious, precious child, I love you. I would never, never leave you. During the times of your trial and suffering, when you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you.
Amen.
Right, John? Oh my God. Footprints is my favorite. If you're going through something, everyone, read Footprints. Don't think you're not being carried by God. Don't think. And I don't even care if you don't believe in God. Be an atheist. God still's going to carry you. I don't care if you come from another country, and I don't care what you call your God, Elohim, Yahweh, any name that you want. It doesn't matter to me. I use the word God. You use the name that is important to you. If you call God universe, then he's universe. God don't care. Just know that you are not alone. And I'll add to that charm. Your ancestors will have your back. Now, the other thing I'm going to point out is the Jabez prayer. This is a prayer that I give out when anyone buys my bracelet, right? You buy the bracelet, you say this prayer 7 times, and you wear the bracelet until it breaks, and then your wishes will come true. But you don't need the bracelet. I only take this prayer as a tool so that the jewelry that you're wearing, you can manifest change. It's a physical way of manifesting change. You do not need the bracelet. But however, buy the bracelet from TracyBrownLife.com.
I know that's right. Fact.
John, you cracked me up. The Jabez prayer. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me. And this is the most important part, that you would keep me from evil. That is a twofold statement. Keep
Hallelujah.
keep me from doing evil, because you are not perfect, and trust and believe you are capable of doing something mean. And that evil is kept from you, that you would keep me from evil. Take it both ways. So that I may not cause pain. 1 Chronicles 4, verse 10. And the last thing I'm going to show everyone, hold on, is this. I don't even know where I got this from.
Oh, I
But
love that graphic.
Thank you. I don't think I created this, but it's very beautiful graphic. I don't know where I got this from. It's part of the expansion that is going to be given to you. My prayer is that you accept it, that you move with it, that you grow in any direction that you want, that you be unselfish with it, that you be giving unto others. We are in trying times where people do not care about one another. Let's turn that around. I hope this chapter of your life feels really, really good. I hope that the months ahead are full of abundance, wealth, good health, opportunities, growth, and healing. I hope that your dreams come true. And when they do, they multiply into something you can't even comprehend right now. Whew. All right, y'all. You all the best. We put on our cameras at the same time.
We're insane. This was definitely worth getting out of the bed for. So I just want to tell you, that, Tracy.
Well, God has really blessed the audience to have you be a part of this. Thank you, Charm. So I've got a prayer for you. And I'm going to give this prayer to you because out of everyone in my spiritual world that I know, you have always been vivacious. You have not held yourself back. You have been compromised, and you still don't hold yourself back. And I know to forge ahead with the vibrant, big personality is other people's problems. But you fit right in with me. So, my prayer for you is that you expand in all areas of your desires. That you accept that you are amazing beyond who you already are, Dr. Charm. That your creativity shows up and everyone wants your creativity. That you be seen, heard loudly, and that you are accepted wherever you go, that you are loved wherever you show up. I want you like the show. Norm, Charm, Charm, Charm. I passed that on for you.
Thank you, Tracy. Oh my God. That's such a blessing for you to say that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just don't forget the peons when you get there. Tracy, who? Girl, Charm, can I at least touch the cloth of your skirt?
Just be like, Rose, so pure, Tracy Brown. I'll be jamming to that song. I'm telling you, I'll be jamming to that song, child.
Somebody said the other day, why is the song 3 minutes? I was like, because it is.
And what?
I'm so tired of the naysayers. Why is it 3 minutes and 9 seconds long? Because it is.
I want
it like dun, 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 music behind it. Like, relax. You will not die from a 3 minute song.
When people be asking stupid shit like that, you just be like, just spray their asses. Oh, we're gonna have some fun when you get here.
Why'd you have that ready? Why is it ready? All right, Charlie.
My Leo moon. It's my Leo moon.
I really have to get out of here. Your Leo moon is hilarious. Noelp is dancing. One Deep is dancing. I know you love the song. Hi, mommy. Hey, mommy. Gabriella, we went over the 11th house, so I hope you heard it. But anybody go back and watch it. Let's everyone thank Charm, but let me play her
my commercial.
Commercial.
I put some Jerry Curl activator in my wig before I filmed that commercial too. I had to moisturize my wig.
That is hilarious. Her commercial. Stay right there. Hold on.
At the exact time of your birth, a horoscope was cast in the sky. Learn about how the planets and their symbolism influence you and the world around you. Join me, Charm, in my Introduction to Astrology class starting Saturday, July 12th at 11 a.m. Eastern via online. You'll learn about the planets, the symbols, what they represent. What are the elements? The earth, fire, wind, water. What does it mean? How does it influence you? How does it influence those around you? How do the planets interact with one another? By the time you finish this class, you'll be able to look at your chart and understand some very basic and fundamental things about astrology. I am so excited to guide you in this process. Text me at 404-832-5179 to sign up for class. Payment plans are available. You can also visit my site at spiritualcharm.com. Thanks. I put on lipstick for y'all and everything, chair. Hey, One Deep, thank you.
Everyone, please thank Charm. Spiritualcharm.com is her website. Please text her at 404-832-5179 to sign up for her astrology class. You will not be disappointed. I really, really enjoyed my class. All right, everyone. If you need a reading with me, please contact me at 213-458-7408. I am available all day tomorrow. I do have slots available. Child, I was busy tonight, though. Oh, Lord, I was busy. When I got home, busy, but I don't mind. I don't mind.
Lots of readings. Lots of readings.
Yeah. When I say busy, I mean readings. Noel says, thank you, Charm.
Oh, you're welcome, Noel. Yeah, see, people in their feelings with this new moon, so they want to get a reading. I know that's right.
That's okay. That's okay. They're in their feelings, and I got their feelings. Okay, again, nurturing. In my natal chart, Cancer's in the 10th house. Nurturing. Now I know why I do things the way I do it for my natal chart. It all makes sense.
Oh, can I make my announcement, Tracy, real quick? You already know this news. So you guys, for the past 38 days, I have been locked in this house studying furiously. And I just want to let you guys know that on Friday, I became a licensed realtor in the state of Georgia. So I'll be selling homes. I was so excited. So yeah, y'all look out for that. That's the next thing.
So if I ever need a place to stay in Georgia, because Abundance Jupiter is going to take care of that, I will find a place in Atlanta to be close to my grandson. Not that I'm relocating to Atlanta, it would be a place to come to.
Well, I got you, Tracy. Okay.
Now you got me. Now you got me. Incognito.
Thank you, Incognito.
One Deep says congrats. That is so cool. Charm, thank you.
Thanks,
Have a good
Tracy.
evening, everyone. Thank you for coming on board, and let me know what you think about this in the comments. Love you. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to to rosemary oil so pure. Her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.